Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's good to see you. Long time no see. Judge Cantrell here in Palo Alto, California. Beautiful, beautiful day here in September. We're getting closer to fall. School has started back for everyone in the area. And what a great night it is for football. I got Kieran Costa here on my left, and I got Devin Mahaffey on my right. Did I say your last name right? Enough. Close enough? Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, nonetheless, we're here, and we're here to cover tonight's game. We got Palo Alto, the Vikings, taking on Overfelt. It's going to be a great game. I'm really excited. It's my first game back in a while. I'm really excited to be here alongside you two. It's going to be a great game. I'm really excited to work with you. First time working with you tonight. That should be fun. Let's start with Kieran Costa. Let's go over Overfelt. They're the away team here, so they have a lot to gain. You said they were coming off of a big win. Talk about what that was like for them last week.
Yeah, so the Overfelt Royals coming here from San Jose. This is their first away game. They beat Piedmont in a thriller 34-32. So they have all the momentum coming in, especially because Pally's coming off a loss. I'm going to say I do have Pally winning. They're a much better team. But I think that Overfelt's going to put up a fight coming off a win, and they're going to feed off this crowd, and they're going to take that energy because they're getting cheered against, and they're going to bring it to the Vikings, but I still have the Vikings winning the ball game.
Great. And, Devin, you're going to be covering Palo Alto for much of this game. As Kieran mentioned, they're coming off a loss from last week. Talk about
That's
that.
right.
Break that down.
Oh, last week it was Palo Alto's first game at St. Ignatius, and they lost 23-7 to St. Ignatius, and that was a rough game for them. But now they're back at their home territory, and we'll see what they have to do here at the Pally Stadium.
Do you have them winning tonight's game?
I think Pally has enough to take it home tonight, especially at the home advantage, home territory. I think the Vikings have a very good chance of winning this ball game tonight.
One more thing about Pally. This is their first season without star quarterback Jackson Christ. You guys probably know Chris' name from Keller Christ. His younger brother went here, graduated last year. He's now playing for Oregon State. But these crowds are used to some long passes and a passing offense because that's what they did with Chris, but he is now gone. Let's see what they do tonight.
Well, it's going to be an exciting game, no doubt. Judge Cantrell, Kieran Costa. I'm not even going to attempt your last name, but Devin is here on my right, and we're all here for some football action. I've coined the phrase. It's a great phrase. Friday Night Lights. Let's get it started. It's getting ready to happen, and it's getting ready to happen soon. We're a little bit more than a minute away from play, and it looks to be a great day. I don't mean to rhyme, gentlemen, but, you know, I'm pretty good at it, so it just happens occasionally. Guys, it's going to be an interesting season. You know, we cover a lot of games locally. We cover MA a lot, especially around this time of year. We do Palo Alto quite a lot as well, but tell me, I mean, what stands out about Palo Alto's team? What should people look for, and what should people be on the lookout for in this Palo Alto team this season?
So, I will give you your thoughts when we come back right after our national anthem here from Viking Stadium. So, Judge, going back to your question, before the break, what are we going to need to look for in this Pally team? I think, so watching warm-up, it looks like Danny Peters but sophomore is going to be starting at the quarterback position tonight. He's number 10 for the Vikes. I think it's going to be all about what he does. Obviously, we saw he didn't have the strongest start, only 7 points last week, but I think a lot of his team's success relies on their quarterback, kind of the head of the offense out there.
Well, yeah, you mentioned a good point. And now we got to talk about Overfelt a little bit because, I mean, they're coming off a pretty decent start. I mean, it's not a streak, but they are 1-0. You know, this is the next game, second week, and, you know, they're looking to be good and they're looking to dominate. So, Devin, what does Overfelt have to do to keep the momentum going, to keep the streak, per se, that they want to start, keep it alive in a sense? How do they go, and how do they continue to stay undefeated and go 2-0?
Like Kieran said, Pali is starting off with a new quarterback this year, and I think that could serve as a weakness for the Pali Vikings this game. And if Overfelt can take advantage of that and they can really strive on defense here, I think they would prove a very good contestant to the Vikings. Like I mentioned earlier, I have the Pali Vikings winning this matchup, but I think it could be a very close game if Overfelt really capitalizes on defense.
Two veteran coaches here, as Nelson Gifford for Palo Alto's been here since 2013.
Yeah, and on the flip side, Overfelt's coach Carlo Meningo, he's doing great and for them right now. You know, getting a big win. That's definitely boosting up not just the players' confidence, but the coach's confidence as well, and their players' abilities to run the plays and the scheme that they have set up for them this year.
Overfelt won the toss, and I think they deferred here as Alex Wang to kick it away.
Lee Alvarado, number 10, in the back, looking to attempt to catch the ball here in the backfield for Overfelt. Getting ready to be a good game. Here we go. Friday Night Lights. The first quarter of what should be 4 very interesting ones. The kick is up and a little bit short. Touches down at about, I want to say, the 21, and it'll go out of bounds at around, I'll say, maybe the 15-yard line. So that's where Overfelt will start this drive.
Good kick from Wang, keeping him back inside the 15-yard line. And let's see what Overfelt can do, needing to drive about 86 yards for this touchdown. This will be a big test for the Overfelt offense.
So here we go. Here comes Overfelt's offense onto the field. Pali's defense. We'll see Pali's defense for the first time in this game. We'll see them first. It was a nail-biter. Pali, unfortunately, losing. How big of a factor that defense was their defense able to get enough stops? Clearly not as last week as they lost. Will they be able to get enough stops this week, tonight, against Overfelt to keep them out of the end zone?
Juancio Henry, the cornerback, is on the field, and yes, the call, I was waiting for this. The kick did go out of bounds, so that will move them up to the 35-yard line. It's the 40 in the NFL, but 35 is how they do it here. And it looks to me, Overfelt Royals jerseys do look a bit like the Colts jerseys, don't you think, Judge?
Yeah, I'm really liking that look.
I like it. The Colts, the Overfelts, same difference. Nonetheless, the play is off, and it's a big fumble sack. There's a flag on the field. Pali has the recovery if the flag isn't against them, but it most likely will be.
What a start. First one comes in, he spun off him and then destroyed. And as I said, that was Juancio Henley. And it's a personal foul to Overfelt. That's declined. The Vikes have it.
So now we get to see, and that's a big play for the
Huge play
for the Palo Alto's defense, Devin. I mean, that's huge play. We were just talking about whether that would be a factor in whether or not they were going to win tonight or whether Overfelt was going to get the advantage, and they come up with that play.
And we were just talking about how that if Overfelt could get some momentum at the start of the game, they would have a really good chance tonight. But unfortunately, Pally's going to take them down on the first play of the game. And let's see what they can do now.
Danny Peters has the snap. He's going to hand the ball off to number 34, Josh Butler. Josh Butler, he's going to be tackled out of bounds at around the 12-yard line.
Both Viking stars in on both the first defensive play and the first offensive play. That's Henley and Jameer Shepard, both wide receivers and cornerbacks, and at this point in the game, it looks like they're both going to play every snap on offense and defense.
A big pass intended for number 9, Colin Giffen, but dropped. So it's going to be second and 10. Second and goal, per se, for the Palo Alto Vikings. That pass intended, like I said, for Colin Giffen, number 9, the tight end. And now Pally is looking for direction from their sideline. First quarter, it's third and 4. Third and 4. Ball's on the 13-yard line. That's a flag.
That was quite obviously a jump by the defense,
Yep.
number 75.
Overfelt can't be making these mistakes here. This is going to cost them in the long term.
And in the short term, as they just give Pally a first down.
Of course.
So Pally gets the first fresh shut of down and gets closer to the end zone. Ball's on the 8-yard line. First and goal. Pally's got a chance here. Giffen and Hunacio Henley are going to go over to Peters. Henley, Giffen, and Shepard all lined up to the right of Peters. He's going to throw the ball. Giffen with the catch. Touchdown, Pally. Pretty cut and dry, simple and easy. Pally gets the first score of the night.
It was just a little screen. They had the main two, Henley and Shepard, bite one way. The defense went there. He found a wide open Gifford who bobbled it once, but secured it easily just in the middle of that end zone.
And it doesn't look like Pally is going to go for the field goal.
Pally's going to try to convert this two-point conversion. Let's see what they can do.
Number 7, Kevin Cunlin for the snap. Big throw, play
Flag
is
is
stopped.
down.
Six to nothing so far in
The
this game.
officials confer on the flag. It's on the defense again.
On the defense yet again, and these kind of plays are going to hurt. These kind of plays are definitely going to hurt Overfelt.
As it goes half the distance to the goal, I think it went from the 4 to the 2.
That's the second or third penalty we've seen from Overfelt here. This is going to be an interesting game.
Cullen, the snap again. He's going to run it. Still on his feet, trying to get the big push inwards.
And they get it. I don't think so. The ref's going to call it down on what looks like the one.
Shepard signaling for the touchdown, doesn't get it. It's going to be 6 to nothing. Ali doesn't convert there. 6 to nothing to start. Very interesting move, Devin, for Pally to go for the 2 rather than kick the field goal.
Yeah, maybe Pally was getting a bit too cocky there. You know, they got a good first drive there off that fumble, but maybe they should have just gone for the field goal and gotten a safe point there on the board just to defend against Overfelt offense, because we haven't seen them yet this game. So maybe Overfelt's going to come out and really perform well.
I mean, why not? It's at this point, it's pretty much a free possession. You kicked off, and 5 seconds later you had the ball. Why not go for 2? Why not extend this lead? You've seen what your offense can do. You've seen what your defense can do. And if it's anything like the first drive, why not try to push the button early, push that defense?
You know, Kieran, in high school football, anyone can make these mistakes, and maybe
Exactly.
maybe that Pally makes the fumble again. It's Pally's turn to fumble it, and then Overfelt makes a great conversion
Yeah,
off that. You never know who's going to be the victim.
And the big kick is up. That's going to be number 8, getting it back, Isaiah Oliveri. He's going to run it out. Doesn't get past the 20. Almost does. Big collision. He'll make it out to the 19, and they'll pick up, and they'll start a little bit further, not too much from where they started last drive. They're really going to need a big play here. They got a good defensive stop preventing the 2-point conversion, but now they need to have a big offensive push early in this one. Pally's up 6-0. Overfelt's got to do something big here. They don't want another fumble right out the gate.
Going back to why they went for 2, you see teams in high school and college go for 2 way more than the NFL because, as you said, each team can make a little mistake. So why take the free points, and why not push the hand early and often to try to get 8 instead of 6 or 7?
So, Overfelt's quarterback, Paul Renteria, gonna hand the ball off. He's got a seam. He'll gain about 4 on that play. That was number 4, Melvin Bellard. Almost sounded like Melvin Gordon. Almost misspoke there, but Melvin Bellard nonetheless picks up about a gain of 3 or 4 there. It's gonna be 2nd down. Ball's gonna be placed on the 23. He'll gain 3, 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 23-yard line. Still a whole lot of field that Overfelt's got to cover in order to be able to tie and take the lead in this game. Another big handoff goes nowhere. Number 42 for Palo Alto, Will Moragni on the stop for that one there. Third and 8, that was a loss there. They're going to drops back, and that'll go through the hands of the intended receiver, number 3.
Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz.
Right through his hands, and so many mistakes, 2 penalties and a drop, and that's really bringing down the momentum for Overfelt early here at Vikings Stadium.
Well, that's 4th and 8. So it looks like it's going to be 4th and 8. They're going to punt the ball off. No one's back there for Pally to receive it. Ball drops behind the 50-yard line. It's going to be stopped a little past the 40. They're going to mark them at about the 38.
That took a lucky Pally bounce. That definitely could have skipped way down the field with nobody there. But it comes about to a stop after the kick.
Yeah, not sure what the strategy was there with no receiver in the back.
They were just bringing all the pressure to block the punt.
Well,
they sure did get close, but didn't quite come through this time.
Yeah, well, they're definitely trying some different strategies out. You know, going for 2 on the first touchdown drive, and now having no one in the backfield for the punt to receive. We'll see if Pally continues these unusual strategies. A handoff to number 34 for Pally. Josh Butler going to continue to run. He's got clear. Overfelt not going to stop him. He's going to go. Please don't fail me now. Flag is down. Touchdown for the time being. Good pickup, Devin. Way to pick that up. There is a flag down on the field. This one might be coming back.
Flag down at the Pally 34-yard line, but it looks like an Overfelt defender is talking to the ref. So this looks like it might stand. I'm not sure, though.
But it looks like they will be coming back. And it's going to be on the offense. It's going to be an illegal block in the back. It's going to be an illegal block in the back by Pally. So that ball is going to be coming back and going back even further. So it will be no touchdown for Pally. And that's gonna get in the heads of Pally for a little bit. I know Coach Gifford's not going to be too happy about that one. Clearly, the Palo Alto crowd is not happy about that play. You know, Palo Alto is one of the more energetic places we love to come and shoot at because their energy is so high.
Butler goes to the bench, but after that very long run, he's going to take a play off.
Peters again in shotgun position. He's going to play action over the head of Shepard.
Now we got 2nd down and 10 at the 50-yard line. Let's see what Pally can do here.
Nine minutes left in the first quarter of the game. 6-0 Pally. Beautiful Palo Alto, September 6th. Hope everyone had a great summer. School's back now. So you know what that means for us commentators. But the ball is snapped, handed off again to number 32. He'll gain about 5 on that one. That there was Creighton Morgenfeld on the handoff there. Gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 on the 45. They get past midfield. So one can only think that Pally have to pass here, even if it's a little shuffle. They have to get a pass off. You don't want to run.
Butler back on the
Overfelt.
field, though. They're
with
star running back right behind.
Butler
Danny
back on the
Peters.
field. Maybe they can run.
And that's going to be a jump.
Flag down.
Overfelt jumps there.
And this is the 2nd time today that Pally has been given a free 1st down by the Overfelt defensive line. What are we doing over there? Like, if we've seen them fumble and score in 10 seconds and then break 3 and just because of penalty, we can't be giving them free 1st downs like that. I don't know what to say. If you're the Overfelt coach, I would not be too happy right now over on that far sideline.
Obviously, we got to expect mistakes, but it's getting a bit out of hand for the Overfelt coach.
The short throw. That's Henley.
You're going to get a 1st down on that.
Breaking
Around
tackles
25.
for a 1st down and more.
So the ball will continue to move. They're going to continue to move the chains. Overfelt's defense slow to pick that one up there. Vikings get a 1st down. Peters got the ball off pretty quick on that one. Going to be expecting a lot more throws like that. As you mentioned before, their key quarterback is gone and playing at Oregon State. We wish him the best, but now Peters is in, and he has a totally different agenda and style of throw. As you can clearly see, he loves going for those short passes, but he's looking deep for this one. Looking to go to the end zone. Shepard with the catch. Downtown touchdown.
I agree with the Overfelt defender, though. Looked like there was a bit of offensive pass interference. They were both going back, and Shepard just shoved him to the ground and was wide open for the catch. No flag went. I think it could have gone, but no matter. It's 12-0 Vikes.
I think we were all expecting the short pass from Pally, but it's a good change of plans there. Worked out really well for Peters and the offense of the Vikings. Now taking it 12-0. Let's see if they can convert the field goal here.
Now they're going to go for the field goal, make the wise choice. Surprisingly, they're not go for the 2-point and make it 14 even. But nonetheless, the field goal is going to be good. 13-0. Palo Alto leads at home. Overfelt, again, this is now their 3rd possession of the game and of the quarter. 8 minutes exactly left in the first quarter. The first 4 were a pretty interesting one. Overfelt deferred, got the ball, won the toss. First drive right out the gate, 2nd play of the drive, big sack fumble.
First play of the drive.
No, that was first. You're right. That was first play of the drive.
First play of the drive, spins off a defender, and Shepard out of nowhere. Pally scores. So now I don't understand why they kicked the field goal. Like, just when it's 12, I try to make it 14.
Well, we saw what happened last time they tried that. Maybe they're just second-guessing themselves. They got to get some points on the board.
They've run 4 slip screens and it's worked all 4 times, so I don't see why they don't do that one more time.
Well, they tried to convert last time. It didn't work, so I think we've seen Pally switch it up a lot here, and I think they were going for the same play call there.
A good point as Palo Alto gets ready to kick the ball off. Pretty chill one out here in Palo Alto, California. It's been pretty chill, but it's also been pretty hot out here, but it's better for the players. It's getting a little cooler. That kick is short and not going to be picked up, and now it's picked up. They're going to try and run. They run sideways instead of forward. Never good in football. Nonetheless, they'll be stopped at around the 25, maybe 26-yard line. Overfelt will start there. That was number 12 for
Was.
Overfelt, Damoni Simpson.
So you hate to see that as a coach when the ball is picked up at the 28-yard line and then your players tackled at the 25-yard line. Those 3 yards, even just those 3 yards, will make a difference when you're starting a drive, especially after a 3-and-out and a fumble.
Yeah.
Good point there, Karen. Let's see what Overfelt can do on their offense
The
here.
Royals, Renteria under center. He's going to pitch it. The big blitz coming in. Number 4 for Melvin Bellard. Tried to get a gain there. Probably going to lose a yard or 2 on that play.
I feel like
2nd and 12.
I feel like they need to start passing the football. Running the ball against this Pali Vikings defense has not worked. I feel like their only shot is in the passing game.
That's a good point. Well, we'll see what we're going to do again. Renteria under center again. The Royals got to do something here. Another pitch. This time stopped again.
And
Ball's on the 25.
Just a gain of 1 there, trying to make up their lost yardage on the first down there.
3rd and 11.
This is not working for them. Like Kieran said, they really need a pass, and they need to get the ball into the hands of some of their receivers and get some yardage downfield so they can catch up to the Vikings with 12 points.
But now it's 3rd and 11. It's a little too late. Now they need to run a big play on 2nd and 12. Maybe you run a little slant, make it 3rd and 7, and now that's a manageable play action. You can run, you can pass. Now they have to be passing the ball on 3rd and 11.
And it's a screen to number 9, Luther Dunn the 3rd. And that goes nowhere, probably a yard or 2, but it's going to be 4th down, forcing them to punt again for the 2nd time in the drive.
Maybe they leave the offense on the field on 4th and 9.
4th down and 8.
And Renteria is going to come out, so it does look like they're going to be punting the ball away.
And Pali's going to have a receiver in the backfield.
That's
going to
be
around.
Henley is in the backfield ready to receive the punt. But you never know, it might be a fake, but it's too risky for Overfelt, the Royals, to do that. So they're probably going to punt it away. There's the punt. It's short, and it's going out of bounds, and it will go out of bounds at about
29.
29-30. Probably going to mark it at the 29. So that's where Daniel Peters. That's where Danny Peters and the Palo Alto Vikings are going to.
That was actually a very good punt of about 45. They marked it down at the 32, which means it is a 46-yard punt. A very straight kick. Took a couple hops and went out of bounds. Nowhere near Henley. And I agree with that call. Don't let Henley run it back. He's been very explosive even in their 1.5, let's say, sequences, because they started one on the 5.
Yep.
We've seen him be very explosive, and he's drawing Overfelt defenders to him.
Well, we'll see what Danny Peters can whip up with this Vikings offense on their fourth drive. I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd. They're going to hand it off to Shepard. Shepard's going to get away. He's going to get past the 35, almost into the 20, probably tackled at about the 36, maybe 35.
5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. And so I like what he tried to do there. I feel like on that play he could have made it about a 2nd and 1, but he kept trying to bounce it outside, try to make it a big play. 2nd and 5, that's not hard for this explosive offense.
Peters in the shotgun position. Shepard in motion. Handing the ball off again is Pali. Pali breaks away. They get
Butler
to the
again.
45. Butler getting the ball yet again. You expect him to get a lot of carries tonight. James again, so a pretty big gain of 2 carries. One from Henley, the other Butler. Combined both for a 1st down. They're going to move the chains. Ball's on the 46-yard line.
I bet
Pali's
Coach
46.
Mingongo is getting bored of seeing those big orange pillars in front of him keep moving up the field. Pali has been driving these last 2 possessions.
Number 11 for Pally, Arthur Martinez in motion. The ball thrown again to Shepard. He's gonna get past midfield. Ball's out, but he'll be down before that happens. He'll get past the midfield, past the 55. He'll get to the 40. Chains will again move.
And Shepard's limping off the field. This does not look good for the Vikings.
This has been a great, consistent drive for the Vikings, though. I think we got to recognize that. They've got about an average of 5 yards on each play. That's some really, really good offense from this Vikings team. And I think if they keep that up, they're going to do really well.
Shepard off the field, and he is in pain down on the injury
Peters
table.
to throw. It's going to be caught. That is Colin Giffen on the catch.
Yeah.
Colin Giffen on the catch.
Fantastic play there.
That ball looked like it was going to get away from Giffen at first, but he was able to make the reach and get the grab and bring it back in for the game and a first down.
Yeah, full extension towards the end zone for Giffen on that play.
It just shows you
It
just shows you the athletic ability of Giffen and the Palo Alto Vikings defense. So coming in for Shepard is number 21, Alfredo Jack. I know Alfredo personally. We live pretty close to each other. He has great athletic ability. As Butler gets the handoff again, he's going to be in. So we'll see what he does while Shepard is being tended to. We'll give you that update when it becomes present to us. As of right now, that'll be a gain of about 2. The ball's going to be on the 28, on Overfelt's 28. Peters looks to be going into shotgun again. Butler back there with him. Giffen is the slot receiver. And it's going to be a handoff to Butler again. Breaks 1 tackle, does not break another. A gain of about a yard, maybe a yard and a half, probably 2.
Yeah. Butler's getting a lot of carries, and it looks like Overfelt's finally figuring him out a little bit, as he was really breaking free at the beginning, but now he's getting held 2 3-yard gains.
Butler comes off the field for this play. It's 3rd and 8. Ball's on Overfelt's 27-yard line. It's been a pretty consistent drive for Palo Alto thus far. Peters still in shotgun motion.
They're going to look for the pass, but they don't have Shepard on the field.
The ball's going to be thrown and deflected. That was intended for Giffen again. We can tell that Giffen is definitely a target and a prime receiver in Danny.
Finally, the defense clutches up.
Well, that's very right. You're very right about that, Kieran. That's the first really big defensive stop of Overfelt, and now it's 4th down and 8. Peters is still out on the field, and this is going to be a pretty interesting call. Coach Gifford is...
I am all in on this call. I like this call because it's a long field goal that I doubt Wayne can make, and punting it does nothing. Why not go for it?
The ball is thrown and intercepted, and it's going to be intercepted. Number 8 for Overfelt, Isaiah Oliveri, comes up with a big defensive play. So after a big 3rd down stop, Danny Peters throws the first interception of the game. Overfelt's now got the ball on the 18-yard line.
So I just want to say something about that play. Obviously, it was a great play. I'm getting a little too into detail. He should have dropped that ball. It's 4th down. He caught it 15 yards past where they would have had it before. So that was the equivalent of a 15-yard punt. If he just lets that ball hit him and fall to the ground, they have it at that line of scrimmage, which is 15 yards forward.
Nonetheless, it is still a big defensive stop in Overfelt's eyes. I'm pretty sure Coach Meningo is okay and happy with that play. His defense being able to make plays. Renteria was getting ready to set up the play, but it's going to be a timeout on Overfelt, timeout for the Royals. So, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. The score, 13-0. The score is 13-0. Palo Alto leads. Now, here's the very interesting thing that we do want to pose into question. Shepard is on the field, and he's still on the field, and he's working out that leg, what seems to be his left leg. Devin, Kieran, I want to hear Devin's thoughts first, but does Shepherd come back into this game before half?
I think Shepherd could come into the half, come in before the half, but it's going to be the coach's decision whether he wants to put Shepherd in that crucial state of getting hurt again, or
I think
they
it
could play
all
it safe.
depends on the score. Say they stop him here. Why rush in your star player up 19-0?
Yeah, that's a good
Against
deciding factor.
against a game you're obviously gonna win. I think it depends. Let's say they score here. I think Shepherd comes back into the game. I think if they get a stop, he does not.
Renteria with the throw, almost intercepted by number 8 of Palo Alto, Joey Pazzarello. Almost intercepted there. That would have been a big defensive stop for Pally and that point. Shepherd's running.
Shepherd running up and down the sideline. Yep. He is looking good, actually. Not even a little bit of a limp as he's walking back. I think he's about to go tell Coach Gifford, I think. Yeah, yep. Coach Gifford that he's ready to go. Maybe, I say they wait until the offensive possession, but you never know.
The snap. He's back to throw. Throws the ball. Caught. Big collision there. Oliveri there on the catch. And that's going to be a 3rd down and a gain of 4, 6, maybe.
Yeah, I think it'll be a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, so a big gain there. 3rd and 2, definitely gonna go for it here. Ball's on the 26. Could see a potential run. Wouldn't be smart though. Renteria's back to throw it. He throws, and it's no good. Again, Oliveri on attempt. And Renteria's actually looking for a flag on that play. Doesn't get one. He's not happy about that.
I don't see a situation where they throw that flag.
Yeah.
Like he had a step. I think Renteria just overthrew him.
Yeah.
Renteria's still on the field now.
Now he's coming off.
I feel like at some point in this first half, they're going to have to try to go for it.
They will have to. I think you're right, Kieran. I think, a minute and a half left in the quarter. Got 12 more minutes to play in the half.
But the defense did just get a stop. I think the defense has some momentum. I'm fine with kicking here in the first quarter. Second quarter, if it's still 13,
oh, it's a
fake.
It's a fake. And that's a first down.
Wow.
It looks like that's going to be a first down. A fake punt. And that's going to be a first down for Overfelt. Probably the first down for Overfelt. Melvin Bellard, who we thought was going to kick it away.
It was a straight snap to the running back who they thought was going to punt. And that's the joy of high school football.
Exactly.
Bellard can punt, run, and pass the ball in that situation. And hats off to Coach Meningo. That was a great play call.
The pass again from Renteria. That's going to be a loss there.
We were just talking about how all these high school players and coaches like to take risks due to the level of play. But those risks can have failures, but they can also have really successful plays like we just saw here.
Less than a minute left in the quarter. Renteria is looking to go into shotgun formation. Number 5 of Overfelt, that Rajiv Kumar looks to be the slot receiver for this play. Renteria, the rush coming in. He's going to throw it. Incomplete.
And so we see, at this point in the game, we see that Renteria's strong side is his right side. He's rolling that way every single time. And it's not even like they're keeping him in the gun. He's obviously a mobile quarterback. Every play they have him roll right. So and so now you can see Coach, as Pally Coach is seeing that too and lining up his best defensive cornerbacks and defensive ends down Renteria's right side. Let's see if he can change something, roll right, or even just stay in the pocket.
Renteria, shotgun formation. Again, now rolling to his left. Throws, gets the pass connected to Kumar. and gets about a game of 2.
This is going to put them at a tough position at 4th and 8.
I mean, you went for it once. Why not do it again? And we will see what they'll do at the start of a second quarter.
Well, that's going to do it for the first quarter. At the end of it, it's going to be 13-0. Palo Alto leads on their home field. Palo Alto, California. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, I'm Judge Cantrell. Kieran on my left, Devin on my right. It's been a pretty interesting game so far. First play of the drive, Overfelt had the ball and immediately lost it thanks to a sack fumble on the Pally end. But a big defensive play just towards the end of the first quarter came when Overfelt got the interception off of Dan Peters of the Palo Alto Vikings, threw an interception and gave Overfelt the ball. They couldn't do nothing with it. And at the end of this one, Pally has scored twice. The first touchdown, they thought they'd go for 2, didn't convert. The second touchdown, they were smart and went for the field goal. That's why it's 13-0 right now. It's been a pretty interesting first quarter. It should be a pretty exciting and fast-paced second quarter before going into halftime.
So I think this break gives us a little time to talk about what do we think they're going to do here. 4th and 9 on 4th and 4. They did a fake punt, and it does not look like Renteria is out. Is that Renteria? Renteria is out on the field.
Renteria.
And it's from the 31, their own 31. But Renteria is out there, but so is Isaiah Oliveri, who we think can punt. So we are not sure what the play call is here.
It looks like he's going to take the snap. Play action fake. Gets hit as he throws. No good. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and that is not good.
That was a little too risky when it comes to converting on 4th down.
Yeah.
Going for the long pass. We haven't seen Overfelt do any of that this game. So
And
going on that on the drive, not really a good decision for the
And not a
Overfelt
very
offense.
good throw either from Renteria.
Yeah.
Came up a solid 5 yards short of his intended receiver, Kumar.
That shows exactly why you don't take those risks on the 4th downs,
But see,
especially on your own side.
But see, I think it wasn't even about that. I think they had the intention to convert on that 4th down, but I think that Renteria saw the rush coming in and decided to take that hit and threw the ball up, thinking he was going to get a flag off of the hit from the Palo Alto defender, but he didn't get it. So now it's 1st down for Palo Alto on Royals 32. Butler gets the ball again. He'll gain about a yard or 2.
Butler, you said earlier he's doing great, but he's also getting hit pretty hard and a lot in this first half. But he seems fine. He's staying on the field. But I feel like if he keeps getting hit this hard, he might have to be taken out. He's been taking a lot of hits, pushing for that extra yard every time he has the ball.
Key thing about this drive for Pally. This drive for Pally is going to be key because Jameer Shepard is back on the field after being injured halfway through the first. Peter steps up into the pocket. Shepard's got the ball. He's going to run. Got defenders in front of him. Looking for the touchdown, and he gets it. Touchdown, Pally. 19-0. 54 seconds into the second quarter.
Shepard was limping around the sideline 3 minutes ago. Now he's in the back of the end zone.
Incredible one-handed catch, bringing it in and taking it 20 yards into the end zone. Incredible play by Shepard there.
Shepard looking like Odell out there, got something to prove.
Exactly. We got the next Odell here at Palo Alto.
Well, that may be. Nonetheless, the score is now an even bigger hill to climb for the Overfelt Royals, but they do have a lot of time before halftime, just a little over 11 minutes to come up with some plays, some stops, and chances to get scores. Will that happen? We have yet to find out.
Shepard and Peters, you see, talking on the sideline, and now Peters talking with his coach, looking at film from that last drive, and that's going to be like a what you did right film. Try to do that again.
Palo Alto is going to get set to kick. This is the drive that matters, if any, for the Overfelt Royals. They really have to convert. They really have to go down the field here and get a touchdown. Something has to happen in order for that, and for order for them to stay in this game.
Yeah, I feel like this is a drive where you go for it on 4th down no matter what. I mean, you have to score here, or else it's pretty much over. I see them trying to score at all costs, going for it on 4th down.
Definitely. Pally gets ready to kick. It's pretty exciting. Last night, the NFL kicked off its 100th season. The Packers beating the Bears 10-3 in what was a slow defensive game. And now Pally's got its game tonight against Overfelt, and they are killing it. It's bobbled, and Overfelt's gonna have it, but it went through the hands of the Overfelt defender. Almost a fumble there. Almost picked up by Pally, but nonetheless, they're gonna start at about the 31. So Overfelt's gonna get the ball. Renteria's really gotta do something here. It's really tis the season when it comes to football. Everyone is starting to kick back up. College football, NFL pro, and now high school football is back into the swing of things. It's really a fantastic, fun, exciting time of year that brings together all races and creeds and colors, no matter who you are. There's something that everyone loves about the game of football. It's what we love to do. It's one of my favorite games to call out here with the media center. It's really exciting, fast-paced, whether it's Pally, MA, Gun, wherever the case may be. Football is one of the most exciting times of year, and I love doing it. Renteria's in shotgun form. Again, nothing new. Palo Alto looking for a big stop. Renteria going to throw a screen to Kumar. Kumar's going to get around. Got one defender. That's 32. That's Butler, I believe. No, not Butler. Excuse me. I misspoke. That's Morgenfeld on the stop there. Tackle. Gain of about 5 for Kumar there. Good screen pass. Good coverage and good blocks upfield for Kumar to get the big gain. It's going to be 2nd and 5 roughly for Overfelt. So a good start to what needs to be a very promising drive if Overfelt's going to stay in this game.
Late, I'm pretty sure it was a late hit on Pally, is going to move the sticks even further up and give them a 1st down. But, I feel like, yes, a screen pass is a good way to start off the drive, but they're going to need to air the ball out sometime if they want to score.
Well, they won't need to worry about that now as Pally's penalty is going to move them up the chains. The ball's now on the 48, Palo Alto's 48, that is. 1st and 10 for Renteria and the Overfelt Royals. They really need to do something here. That penalty should give them the push to go downfield and get the touchdown.
I feel like 1st and 10, this is where I take the shot.
Renteria, the snap.
Looks like
bobbles the ball a little bit. He's going to pass the ball. Going to be a big hit. I don't know if you heard that crowd reaction, but it was pretty much the same. Ooh. Look, that was pretty scary. That was very scary. Is going to have the ball. It's going to be about 2nd and 6.
Luther Dunn III made the catch there. Brought down by Willie Moran. So I'm liking what we're seeing here. Finally passing the ball. The run game was not working at all for them. Let's see if they can hold this momentum and turn it into a touchdown and some points.
It's a 2nd and 6. It's definitely debatable whether they're going to continue to pass or will they hand the ball off here. They're going to hand it. Nope. Play action fake. Dunn again trying to get the ball, but he's going to be stuffed. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Not going anywhere. So now it's a 3rd and 6 situation. We really need to air the ball out the field now. They got to survive. They got to stay alive in this drive.
Okay, let's say here it goes incomplete. Judge, if you're coaching Overfelt 4th and 6 from the 44, are you going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to. I mean, you're down by 20 points. The second half, the first half is almost over. You have not done anything about. You're probably the best play you had was the interception, and even then, that just moved you farther back. So really, it's debatable. Airing it out to the field now.
Incomplete.
Overshot it. Incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down. You got to go for it here. I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to.
They had to go for it, but that was a really long pass for the Overfelt offense, and I think that was just a bit too much for them to handle.
Renteria is staying on the field, unsurprisingly.
But Melvin Bellard is wandering off the field. He is on the field, but he's pretty close to the sideline, so he might get taken out. Renteria is walking closer to the sideline. Looking like he's going to stay in.
Is there a flag on the play? No.
I don't think there is.
A flag came there was a penalty on the offense that was declined. No, it was accepted. 5-yard penalty, a chop block? A chop block on the offense. Makes it 4th and 12, back at exactly the 50. Are you still going for it?
Yeah, no, you can't now. I mean, that's too risky.
No.
Pally's already stopped you once.
It's back to 4th and 8. My bad. I guess they declined the penalty.
But Melvin Bellard is now in. Renteria is going to the sideline.
4th and 6. I'd be going for it.
Looks like they're going for
They
a pass,
are.
but we'll see what they're going to do here.
Renteria is off the sideline, on the sideline. You guys do need to keep that in mind.
Joel Ortiz is in the gun. He's a tight end and an offensive lineman.
Oh, they are going to
it's
punt
punted.
it. It's back deep. Will it go out of bounds or will it go into the end zone? It's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. So not the kick that Overfelt wanted.
And that's rough as Overfelt. You need to at least get that kick inside the 5 because now it doesn't change much if you'd gone for it there.
So Pally will get good starting field position. The ball will be placed on the 20.
Let's see what this big play offense has in store for us as we've rounded out to 9 minutes to go in this first half. It's been all Vikes.
Pally now has it. Hard line.
And it's going to be a timeout on Pally. So that'll be the first charge timeout of the half for Pally.
.9:03 to go. They called their first timeout. 20-0. Like, what does Overfelt need to do? Obviously, their dream scenario is get a pick and then get some points on the board. But I think if Pally scores one more time, this one's over.
Yeah.
I don't see them climbing a 20-something point hill.
Yep, Devin, what say you?
I agree. I mean, especially if Pally gets this home within the first half, I think they have it in the bag.
Especially because they start with the ball second half.
Oh, good point there. Good.
Overfelt got the kickoff and went one play.
So here we go. Peter in the shotgun position. Shepard on his left, going downfield. Aaron did. Oh, interception! Big interception by Melvin Bellard. Looking like Taysom Hill out there, doing it all. Kicking the ball, throwing the ball, running the ball, getting the interception. That is a big play, probably the biggest play for Overfelt. Now they have another chance and a closer opportunity at getting a touchdown before the half.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how Pally could have it in the bag if they got another score. But now we could see Overfelt coming back and maybe getting 2 touchdowns, because not sure if they can bring it back all the way, but they've got a really good setup right here, and let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, so here I'm just going to assume they get a score. It's a real problem if they don't. But let's say they get a score starting from the 30.5, it looks like. If they get a score, then it's a 2-possession game. And I think they totally have a shot at 2 possessions and a half.
Renteria hands the ball off. First time in a while he does that.
I still think they need to pass the ball as that's the only thing that has worked for them. The run game's gone nowhere in this first half.
Well, let's see what they do here. It's now 2nd and 9, gain of 1 on that play. Renteria back to throw. He gets the ball off. Melvin Bellard again. And that'll be a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I think it's about a 3rd and 5 coming up. Okay, so now you're in field goal range. I'd still be going for it. You need a touchdown.
3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, ball on Pally's 27. A big play play is needed here for Overfelt to stay in this game.
Yeah, they need to focus on this touchdown here. That would be crucial, very crucial for them to get here.
But think about this, guys. In all the games that we covered, there is a big, as Renteria takes the snap and throws it downfield. He's got some room. Melvin Bellard still on his feet, trying to get there. Doesn't get there, but he gets inside the 5. That'll be probably marked at the 3-yard line, but the point I was getting ready to make is that, think about this, guys. In all the games that we've covered, Pally, factor that keeps teams in games and that keeps teams out of games, and that's that home field advantage and the crowd reaction and attention. MA and Pally are one of the places, probably the most places, where you see the most fan interaction and fan involvement. They're so involved in things like this, and right now Overfelt's crowd is not helping them at all, but maybe this first touchdown will get them somewhere as Melvin Bellard tries to get it in. That's touchdown! Touchdown, Overfelt. Maybe there's hope for us all.
Wow.
Maybe there's hope for the Royals after all.
Now, will they go for 2?
No, they need the points.
It's smarter to go for 1. It's smarter to take the field goal, get the stop, and do it all again.
There you go.
Well, I mean, you gotta give the play of the drive, even though it wasn't technically their drive. You gotta give the play of the drive to that interception on Overfelt's defense.
They go for
They're
2.
going for 2, and they get it.
Wow.
20-8.
This team is full of fakes.
Aggressive, powerful, hopeful, relentless. Overfelt's got it all. What they don't have is the lead, but they're getting there. They're working on it.
And this place has gone silent all of a sudden.
And now it's really intense. Now it's serious. Like you said, Kieran, everything is silent. It's no longer crowd related. Now this is strictly the business of the gridiron. Well, like I was saying, that play of the drive has to go to Melvin Bellard's interception.
Which one? He had the INT, and then he scored the 2-point. Melvin Bellard was all over this drive.
Melvin Bellard was all over this drive. You were exactly right. But that interception to set up the scoring drive, perfect. I mean, without that, you might not have 8 points on the board right now. You might not be 12 points away from a tie. So you got to give Melvin Bellard some credit. He's really showing up here and showing out, guys.
But the thing about the interception, I wouldn't really blame either interception on quarterback Peters.
No.
So first one, it was 4th down. He had to throw for the first down. Getting intercepted was not the worst thing in the world. His second option, if it wasn't completed by him, was he wanted it to be intercepted. And that one was up, and I think it was either Shepard, but I'm pretty sure it was Henley went up for it and it hit off his hands and went right to a defender.
Yeah.
Peter throws a little high, but Henley tipped it right to the Overfelt defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing about the first interception is that I think Peters might have walked off the field. Moved Overfelt back. Had they not converted and it was an incomplete pass or a tackle or a straight up, sack, they would have had better field position, but that interception pushed them back. So, yeah, I think you hit I think you hit the nail on the head there. So, Pally is going to start this drive at about the 33, maybe the 34.
I mean, this Overfelt defense has been great. They've got an interception, stop interception in the last 3. The offense finally found the rhythm. This Overfelt team seems to be clicking late second half. Let's see what they can do.
Late first half.
Late first half.
Pally's going to get a good start to their drive here on their 34-yard line.
Ball on the close hash for the Vikings. Peters in the gun.
Ball sent off to Butler. He's going to go to the outside. He's got blocks. Gonna do a little small hurdle over there, but he's gonna get a first down. Chains are gonna move again, and this is what's killing Overfelt, is these slow and easy, methodical first down plays conversions. As long as that scoreboard doesn't change the downs, Palo Alto's got all the room in the world to score. Ball's now on the 45-yard line. Paly's own 45, 1st and 10. Peters in the gun still. Screen to Henley. Henley gets around the receiver, gets the first down, gets more, gets past the 40, goes out of bounds at the 38, and there's a flag on the play.
Horse collar tackle, it looked like, as he was going out of bounds. I think they're going to be tacking on more to this Pally play.
So, yep. That is the personal foul.
Yes, that's going to bring this one inside the 25 to the 24.
Looks like they're in field goal range now, but they need to have their hearts set on the touchdown. They really need this to pull away from the Royals and secure this one.
Another handoff to Butler. No one to stop him. He's going to get in for a... No, there's a flag. Multiple flags. This one might be coming back.
He's not in, though. Is he in?
I'm not sure.
I think he was out on the 1.
Looks like he might have stepped out on the sideline just before entering in the end zone. But regardless, there's 2 flags down on the play. We're going to have to see what the referees have to say after discussing right now.
Oh, so it's going to be...
Offsetting penalties? Or are they both on the Vikes?
I'm going to say... Oh, it's 2. So it's 2 personal fouls on Pally. One of them is going to be accepted, the other declined.
Which fully negates the run and brings them to the 27-yard line.
Now we've got nearly 7 minutes left in this half. What else do you think that Pally and Overfelt can do in this half?
I think the Vikes can easily score here, and then the Overfelt offense has been streaky tonight. I don't know what they can do with any
motion.
time.
He gets the, and it's going to be a tackle for a loss.
Huge
Great
loss.
stop there. Huge loss, as Devin stated. Huge loss there. It was a wheel route screen.
And
Shepard got the ball and didn't go nowhere.
And that was red way before. And I mean way before he made that catch. The minute the ball was even slightly moved, Isaiah Oliveri was gone. He was in the back. He was at the 20, and he just busted straight for Shepard.
Peters in gun, snaps the ball. Ball's handed off to Butler. Butler continuing to move. He's got one man to beat. Someone holding on to him. Gets the first down now inside the 10. And Butler is moving. Guys, you know what? Agree or disagree with me on this, but Butler is moving a lot like Alvin Kamara. He's easily, look, listen to me. Hear me out, all right? Let's hear me out. Alvin Kamara is really good about breaking tackles and finding the holes. No matter how big or small, he's able to find the holes and break through, and he's got the speed to get downfield, and he did that just there. Butler, he's doing really good, and he's the one getting the coverage for Pally.
And the defense is going to take a timeout as Overfelt needs to recuperate themselves.
Yeah, they definitely need to recuperate after that play. I mean, that was a huge gain. You come up with a big stop, making it 2nd and 21, and Butler just comes back and says, I'm going to get it back and more. Now it's first down inside of the 10. 9 yards to go for a touchdown. First and goal, 20-8.
So, Pally, let's assume they get points here. This one is getting out of hand. Overfelt, we thought they had the momentum. Stop, score, But Pally looks like they are going to score right back and regain this lead.
A little more than 5 minutes left to go in the first half.
First and goal from the 9-yard line.
Peters in the gun. Butler again.
Not this time,
Stuffed.
as he's brought down for a pickup of maybe one, maybe. Loss of one.
So it's gonna be 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal. Hey, guess what, guys? Surprise, surprise. Peters is in the gun. He snaps the ball. Throws it. Henley caught
No.
it. But
Called
no good.
out. It looked very close to being in, however.
No, he dropped the football in the end.
Third and goal from the 11, from the 10.
So you see there, he was in the back of the end zone, and then he dropped the ball. He had it for a tiny bit, but it came out at the end.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Third and 10, Peters in the gun. Fake handoff, rolling to the left. Open in the backfield.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Pally.
Vikings.
Danny Peters has completed all message from Vikings touchdown.
This game is running away from Overfelt faster and faster.
Now let's see what they're going to do on the conversion here.
They're going to kick for the 27-8 lead.
Kick is up and good. About 5 minutes left in the half. Score 27, Pally, Overfelt 8. Pally leads at home. It's a beautiful Friday night in Palo Alto, California. The lights are bright, Friday night lights. I love the phrase. It's great phrase.
We've got just 5 minutes left in the half here.
So
Let's see
I
what.
I think conceptually they can score a touchdown. Like I think with
Of
their
course.
with their offense they can easily score a touchdown in 5 minutes. Do I think they're going to? No. Their offense has been very stagnant other than that last drive. And I think they need to go to the pass game. They did that a lot last drive and it worked for them. Their running game's gone nowhere.
Pally to kick. Here we go. Pally's crowd getting right back into it after that touchdown. A very interesting thing, Pally's kicker is playing with a cast on. Might have been bobbled.
Fantastic kick there. That's going to put them on their own 11.
And it's going to go back. It's going to go to Pally. I mean, it's going to go to Overfelt, excuse me.
5:04 to go, 88 yards to go. This is where they prove what their offense is. And I hope it's a lot of passing if I'm an Overfelt fan because that's what they've done best. And that's all they've done well in this ball game.
We'll see. we'll see how this goes. We'll see what Overfelt decides to do.
They have to pass the ball, don't they?
I mean, they're going to pass the ball a lot, but I mean, at what point do you just...
But I mean, you're starting on the 13. You need to get out of your own territory. You need to get out of safety territory.
A throw. Deflected by Pally, and there's going to be a flag. Possible pass interference.
See? And also, you've gotten 3 you've also gotten 3 penalties on the Pally defense while passing. I'd say if you don't score, maybe you'll get one of these.
Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on Pally. Gonna...
Pass interference on Pally.
So the chain, I believe, are gonna move.
I think that will make it 1st and 5. Nope.
No, that's
First-
a whole
that's a 10?
other first down.
4:50